Hello everyone, glad to invite everyone down board by room numbers. Meanwhile, we will invite customers travelling with young children to now board the aircraft. We also like to invite our business class customers, platinum and gold Sapphire members to board now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. We now invite all customers to board.
Cabin crew prepare for departure. Welcome on board Qantas Flight 82 to Jakarta and on to Sydney. Welcome also to those customers travelling on Jet Airways 9W4082 and Emirates 5062. As I've said, my name's James Angove, and I'd also like to introduce the Customer Service Supervisor in the main cabin, Mr. Emmanuel Ronda. And on behalf of Captain Philip Marnie and the crew, it's our pleasure having you on board today.
So what time do we land in Sydney? Still 6. Oh, we're leaving earlier though than what we're still.
We'd appreciate your attention for just a few moments, I should say, ladies and gentlemen, while we take you through our safety procedures. Thank you.
Welcome aboard. Before we take off, we're going to give you an important safety briefing. So keep a sharp eye on the cabin crew or the screen in front of you, and together we'll make sure that your journey is a safe one.
Every aircraft is different, so it's important to pay attention even if you've flown with us before.
Today, you're flying on a Qantas Airbus A330.
And Ben wing up the front here until
welcome aboard our flight down to Jakarta. Just waiting for a couple of aircraft to take off in front of us, shouldn't be much longer. Flight time's just on our 1 hour 20, and there has been a few bumps forecast for our flight down. So I'd ask while you are seated to have your seatbelt fastened at all times for your own safety and the crew safety. Fine conditions in Jakarta, looking for 28 degrees for our arrival. I'll update you with any changes and any updates just prior to our descent, so sit back and enjoy the flight. Thanks very much.
For your safety, we don't allow anyone, including children, to sleep on the floor. So again, it is our pleasure having you on board. Crew are available throughout the flight, and we are always happy to help. Thank you.
For landing. The second officer speaking. We've commenced our descent into Jakarta. At this stage our computers are showing a landing time of 8:15, subject to air traffic control. At this stage of the evening we should be expecting no delays. Weather for our arrival, it's just a few scattered clouds in the air, currently 28 degrees Celsius and a very light breeze blowing. Those passengers leaving us here in Jakarta, I want to thank you for flying with Qantas, and for the remainder of us transiting through to Sydney, a 1.5 hour transit time before we continue our journey on to Sydney. Once again, thank you for those passengers leaving us, and landing time again will be 8:15. Thank you.
Just a reminder to the ground authorities here in Jakarta have asked that all customers disembark the aircraft here in Jakarta with your passport and boarding pass. Just make sure that you do retrieve your passport and boarding pass before disembarking the aircraft here in Jakarta. Welcome to Jakarta, ladies and gentlemen, where the local time is 5 minutes past 8 in the evening on Thursday the 24th of July. With your safety in mind, please stay in your seat until the captain has switched off the seatbelt sign. If your mobile phone is handy, you can switch it on. Ask that you take care when opening overhead lockers, as your bags may have moved and could fall out. Check your seat and seat pocket for personal belongings. Once the seatbelt sign is off, you will be leaving through the forward left-hand doors. Just a reminder that smoking is not permitted unless there is a designated smoking area inside the terminal. Also a reminder that the ground staff here in Jakarta have requested that all customers disembark the aircraft, and you are required to take your personal hand luggage with you. Once again, please remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. And on behalf of the Qantas team, I'd like to thank you for flying with us this evening. We trust you enjoyed your flight from Singapore and look forward to seeing you again soon. For those of you travelling on to Sydney, we'd like to wish you a pleasant onward flight. So thank you and good evening.
Cabin crew, disarm doors.